see a large... You take a look and realize that there is a band of people already... You beat the other scavengers. Your wise one took out their kit and mixed up some poultice to help the old man. It looks sketchy for a time, but it looks like he will live. He joins your village. You are now free to... You use your tool. You enter the ruins of an old city, steeped in a low-hanging mist and a strong smell of decay. There is a long, dark tunnel filled with cobwebs and dust. The air is dry. You defeated the dragon. You find the silver shards, but also some loot hoarded by the beast. As you climb back up from the tunnel, You catch up to an orc woman walks up to meet you. Well, it's not exact. Well, I'm not. Yes. Yes, it was us, the so-called creatures of darkness, that saved the last seed of the tree. We hoped even you could see reason, but it was a false hope. We leave you to your doom. You have defeated the orc and her friends. Some run off before you can catch them, but if you are ambushed by a shadow giant and his minions. You defeat the shadow giant and its minions of darkness. You find your way back to the elven guardian. Late, Alicia stretches. The elf speaks, but you can barely. Good. Now go and help secure a future for both Thea and. You fall through the ground into a dark and stale tunnel. You venture deeper and you go to the right and you walk for what seems like forever. It gets dark. to sneak past the dragon and take some of its... You stay to take more treasure, and a small furry creature appears next to you.
I tell you what, creature, you'll give me all of your gold.
You strike the creature, but it is faster than you. You have slain a dragon. Seriously, you have. But the whole cave now shakes violently. Time to move. You run as fast as you can towards the left tunnel, and it does have an exit. Before you is a group of black wolves attacking something. You see that the child is... You won. It was not easy, but both cat and... You approach what looks like a... Shh. I don't know yet. I have many names. Some like the darkness, yes, I suppose. Dark. To your first statement, I say I am no fortune teller. Were you to leave right now, I will likely stay, or maybe not. Who... You have defeated the Zmei. His monstrous body collapses with a thump and lies lifeless beneath your feet. But from beneath the carcass appears a much smaller worm, smiling at you as he speaks. My, defeated by a bunch of villagers. Although it is a fate that great heroes share with me. You walk up to the... find the solitary hut.
Yes, indeed, I will cleanse your blood from the venom. Well done. You did your part.
Before you is a group of black wolves attacking something. As you look closer, you travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains of an old settlement. The two orcs speak together in a The orc woman frowns. The conversation goes. Inside the vault, you find you share the spoils and sit by the fire with the orcs.
Fine. In that case, I shall give you one of my workers instead. He's truly a pain in my existence.
One of the orcs you have not noticed earlier steps up and stands by you. His head is hanging low. He's much smaller than his warrior friends, and yet your village is swarmed by the wailing wraiths. They are a force of pure. Those who know the mystical ways of magic create. You know an old ritual. Your willpower. Tonight is a full moon, and you hear the howling of many wolves. The howling becomes louder and louder, and before long you know that silver harms the beasts, and so you gather up all you have in the village to aid you in. You have defeated the werewolves. Some turn back into human form, some remain as beasts, but they are gone. You are set upon by a small group of rugged-looking dwarves. Their faces are... The lead dwarf spits and grunts. Your men stand firm, showing off their strength and confidence. The dwarf leader listens to you. You have defeated the dwarven bandits. You realize a few of them have somehow broken. You are ambushed by a band of goblin bandits. You massacre the goblins without breaking a sweat. You are free to loot whatever they carried. Among the dead, you find one goblin still breathing. He looks up at you, terrified, and cries,
Oh, please don't kill me. Good sirs, please. We were just hungry, that's all. Please take me with you, and I will serve you. I will serve you so well.
The goblin... Swarmed by the wailing wraiths. They are a force of pure darkness. Those who know the mystical ways of magic, you know an old ritual that involves a test of... Your willpower proves stronger than the malicious force of the wailing wraiths. This time, none... You are set upon by a small group of angry-looking wood elves. Their eyes are blackened from the corruption of the darkness, and their faces are gaunt and dried up. Only their bows remain in perfect condition, the last remnant of their bygone heritage. One steps up and spits at you before speaking.
You have entered our sacred land. Now leave us some of your equipment as tribute for your sacrilege, or die.
The elves sheathe their weapons, and some of them look down on themselves in shame. They seem unsure what to do next. They nod at your elven comrade, allowing them to continue their speech. One of the elves looks taken aback by your apology. She shakes her head and speaks.
I cannot believe we have fallen so low as to rob people for merely trespassing. We do not even have a sacred place here. It was just an excuse. Let us eat together and have some of our ancient wood as an apology for our behavior.
The elves thank you for the food and you eat together. One of them speaks up.
You have reminded us of who we were, and I do not wish to forget again. You seem to be resistant to our curse, so I will join you and fight by your side from now on.
As the night veils the sky and stars shine down upon you, you can feel a strong... You broke the spell, and suddenly you see... You defeated the monster. As he lies slain, the spell... You come across the... As you search... You beat the enemy and find a hidden stockroom nearby. You follow the map. The tower stands ajar, and so you take a...
This tower has always been a trap.
You see a rat. She is evil, whether from birth... No, she speaks true. Only she can access any treasures that...
Yes, clever peasants.
You strike down... You leave the tower behind you, and you see a thick mist devour it in its white milky veil. You arrive, the woman, the girl look, you seek by. You defeat whatever this was and find a pile of feathers instead of bodies. Today was a good harvest day, and some of the village folk eat the samagon kick. You fought off the nasty Gnichia, and although you feel sick the next morning, it is nothing more than the usual. The fight with the demon. The night is quiet. You feel the grunt. There is a series. You are ambushed by orc bandits. They are charging at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You only have seconds. The orcs attacking you slow down. You have defeated the orc ambushers. You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps the icy princess you once encountered crosses your path again. travelers pass through your village to refill their supply.